I grew up in a little fishing village on the Big Island of Hawaii. Probably my favorite thing about the Big Island is just all the changing environments. You know, you drive to one side of the island and there's all these volcanic rocks and it feels like you're on the moon, and then you drive to the other side and it's rainforest and waterfalls, and it's just probably one of the most beautiful places on earth. And you know, when the waves get good, it's some of the heaviest waves I've ever surfed. All our waves are over really sharp, shallow reef, and if you hit it and fall, it kind of mangles you. So growing up with that kind of variable really helped with my surfing, and you know, I owe everything to the Big Island. You film this guy. This is the real guy right here. I'll get to him. Growing up on the Big Island, honestly, I don't think there's a better place in the world to grow up. You know, my local home break, Banyans, everyone there, it's kind of like a family. You know, you go there and you kind of have like generations of surfers. You know, we had like people to look up to, like Shane Dorian and Conan Hayes and a couple of those guys, and then you had like the, you know, CJ Kanuhas and stuff like that. It's just a cool like family scene.
Likes country music, and he's got a big long mullet, and he's just kind of funny. He's a total character, but he's still he's still that same like little frothing grom.
1, 2, 3, 4. back.
That's
Torrey Meister,
sick.
riding on his 7th blade, backdoor barrel, up down through the body.
My whole life I've always competed, and I've always, I love competing. It's one of my favorite things in the world to do. But this year, going to Jaws and surfing it, it was almost like surfing backdoor for the very first time when I was a little kid. Like, oh my gosh, this wave is the craziest wave ever. Like, you could get the wave of your life. The adrenaline that you get after it or during it and all through it is indescribable, and it kind of just put a whole new aspect of surfing in for me.
To see that little same Grom that I knew from surfing Banyans out at Jaws, sending it on real big ones is pretty rad. He acts like he's super nervous and scared, and then he'll whip it and go on the biggest one.